Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Mike and Max Off-Road Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Austin, brought to you by Keep It Simple Off-Road, where I was doing it all totally by myself.
Go for it.
Where we take you from the garage to the trail, and I'm sitting here with my co-host, Max Kraus.
And I'm Max.
Kraus. A little bit older.
Mike survived King of the Hammers. That's pretty cool. Dude, I was sure you're going to come back sick because you were sick before the trip, and you kind of healed up, and then you had a rough week, I assume.
Yep.
So I was like, dude, he's going to be sick as a dog when he gets back. But you look good. You look normal.
I actually felt good. I did do have a cough that's pretty gnarly from living
the sand,
to dirt, dude.
Or just, late nights, long days.
Hard partying.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it.
Right, because we're professionals.
Damn, what is this? Did you get me a cake?
Yeah, man. Because a random day, bro.
Look at this. And we got gifts from Jason and Chris, right? Wheeling Whine and Whiskey.
Wheeling Whine and Whiskey.
Dang. So
where do you want to start?
Dang,
Let's start with singing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Max. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. That was quick. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, because we're on limited time. Because I didn't charge any of the...
And I got to make a wish. Hang on.
Okay.
Something with big round... Did you get some of that smoke?
I did. Big round wheels? No. Anyways, booties. There's some booty.
Can we say... Are we allowed to cuss on here?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. I'm trying not to because my dad listens.
Yeah.
He liked the King of the Hammers one.
Nice. That one really was funny.
Dude, look.
Yeah, this is...
Look, I'm an 80s child.
But look at me.
What do you got?
Look,
United Liberties. Look at this.
Oh.
Hey, where's my shirt? Oh, I don't have a Liberty. Oh, it's your Jeep. How did you do that?
What? Somebody made it.
That's awesome.
The guy that has the United Liberties Instagram page.
Dude, I like how it's
He
printed.
hit me up a while back, and he was kind of asking like permission if he could use my Liberty because it's the coolest one in the world.
It did blow up the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
And I said, yeah, man, go for it. So he kind of put it together, and then I actually got a hoodie and a shirt.
That's dope. And check it. So you're on a T-shirt. We're on a wine bottle.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
Oh, your face is focused, huh? So you got to hold it by your face.
Oh, right. If it still works. But that might be
a picture.
Yeah, that's gonna be I'm gonna have that as the thumbnail because it has a face in it.
There you go.
Right on. Cool, man. And this
I'm
lovely
actually
bottle of Old
excited to try the Old Elk because they not only do Jason and Chris hype it up, all the podcast guys we talk to hype it up.
Dude, everybody loves it.
Alaskan Jimmy. No, wait, where's he? Anchorage? Where'd he go? The North Pole?
Oh, no.
Jimmy?
Antarctica.
Oh, whatever.
Antarctic Jimmy.
Antarctic. Oh. Or Salmon Jimmy. No, whatever.
Salmon Jimmy.
Nah. Because there's fish?
Okay.
Whatever.
It's just ice.
I am excited. I want to try this. More so than the birthday cake that the birthday fairy provided us with today.
Right. That's dripping.
Is it?
Yeah, look. Those frozen cherries are no longer frozen. We should get into that.
Yeah. There we go.
Ready? Oh, great. Now we're going to have this shit on our teeth.
Chew behind. You gotta. Well, there's a fork, so you can't spoon.
Dude, there's nothing better than someone eating into a microphone.
It's super good. We'll make it quick.
That's funny.
Okay. We're going to take a small break while we get ready.
No, we got Max says, I'm going to keep talking. So I'm a child of the 80s,
Ooh.
right?
Me?
So I am.
I'm not. Oh.
Right? I'm going back
I'm
to
a
me.
child of the
You
80s.
just keep eating your cake.
I'm a child of the 80s. And you're like 20 years older than me.
Let's hear. No, I grew up in the 80s.
Oh, yes.
Does that make sense? Like I relate to the 80s. And back in my day, every time we went to a concert, it was really cool to buy the shirt from the concert and wear it the next day. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
That's told everybody you were badass and you got to go to the concert.
When you have an exclusive shirt that no one has.
That's right.
Unless they went.
Unless they also went, and then we were like, cool. You know what I mean?
Can we open this?
Yeah, do it. So Max is cracking one of these. This is actually Jason from Wheeling Whine and Whiskey's
Is it
own.
his wine?
It is his wine.
Whoa.
Yeah, and he white labeled it with us on there, which is pretty dope.
It better not suck. Hey, and I know wine, Jason. I got a wine fridge now.
Hey, I worked at Olive Garden, bro. I know wine too, man.
Oh, dude, you should pair this with something for me. Can you give us like a speech?
I don't. Is it red?
It
Yes. This is a. You probably want to do that with a nice steak.
Ooh.
Speaking of food, bro, I gotta say to all the ladies and that battery's already dead.
Damn.
We're in trouble. So
So we're just middle?
no, that one it has a second one, but that one's dead. So SEMA was primed as like, oh, this is going to be a fantastic food deal, right?
Yeah.
But I
remember you were disappointed.
I was totally disappointed. So I heard the same BS on this round. I'm telling you, dude, I ate like a friggin' king, man. We had pizzas.
Well, who made the food this time?
Everybody.
Okay.
Except for me. So
Why? Why
because we thought I was going to drive the wheelies, and there wasn't enough room for me to carry a bunch of crap. So I was just going to throw in money. So
okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but I haven't done any of that yet because they haven't told me what to throw in yet. But anyway,
It'll probably just be a couple thousand.
something. But so everybody basically, each camp or each group had to cook a dinner and then the next morning's breakfast, right? And then it was scheduled for all 7 days. Did you smell it and all that other stuff? We should around.
Oh.
I don't know anything about wine, but you should. I think red steak goes with a red wine. I don't know
if this is the kind I like.
Let's
Let's
go
easy on it.
You should go with a Fruit Loop
We got it.
or Cheerios. We need that guy to roll around with his little sippy cup and just taste it and spit it out. But he doesn't spit. Whoa!
Oh my god!
Party foul, bro.
God. Yeah. Okay. Hang on.
Hurry, bro. Hurry.
We're running out of camera battery. We're just gonna have to
Assistant, Jerry. Assistant,
Jerry.
we need a towel, please. Thank you, sir.
We got the assistant on the way. You know, our assistant is not a woman like some of these fancy podcasts.
Right. And you guys can know his name. His name is Jerry.
Yeah.
Can we use this one?
Yeah. It's a nice old towel.
It's not going to ruin it.
No. It's going to absorb it.
This is an old towel?
Yeah.
That's the nicest towel, dude.
You've ever seen?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's nicer than anything I use.
I'm sorry, Jason. We only spilled less than like a taste and a half.
Dude, this smells like wine. It smells like Lambrusco, if I could remember correctly.
All right.
Wait, you're not supposed to...
You know, you're not supposed to smell whiskey. That's what it was. Because it burns your nose. I learned that on Wheeling Whine and Whiskey.
Right. I know there was something. So
it smells pretty strong.
Cheers, homie. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
No. That's pretty good, bro.
I actually like it. It's not what I would normally buy, but I will have to look for more.
Mike Max's wine.
No, the kind. Petite
2015.
Syrah.
Right? What's the year?
2014. It's a 2014 Petite Syrah.
So that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh, this is old.
6 years old, bro. He's been saving this for us.
So Jason really had this made 6 years ago, and it's been sitting in a barrel. And
from what I hear, the dude's got like
it must have been unbarreled in 2014.
I think it's been aging since then. I don't know how wine works, dude.
But then how? Damn, I don't know. We're gonna have to. Did it come with a note on explaining it?
I don't know. Maybe that's what's wrapped over there. No. I don't know. Hey, okay, I
actually like it. Normally,
I
like
hate
sweet wines.
Yeah.
But this is not really sweet. But I don't like the ones that are like bitter where you gotta like like it sucks the moisture out of your face. I don't know if you ever had that, but
no, I hate wine, but I would definitely drink that wine.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mix it with soda or nothing. Like I would just drink this wine.
That's awesome.
This is actually really good.
I like that. Should we re-cork it so it doesn't? Or do we have to finish it?
No.
Should we text Jason?
Cork it. No, just cork it.
Hey, we opened it, bro. Do we have to chug it?
Right.
No. I'm sure we can save it.
All right, cool.
I'll put it in the wine fridge.
It should be cold though, right? Or do you drink wine cold or no?
Yeah.
I like
it has
it cold.
to be the same temperature year round is what I learned. Or something happens.
Thanks, Jason. Homie.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me get
bro.
Let me get a little. It's my birthday. No one worry about it, okay?
You're not driving. No, I'm okay. Thank you. The yes.
The cork is extra soft. This must be like a real like custom cork.
All right. Listeners only. He's trying to shove that cork.
So we actually got a bunch of stuff from them.
Yeah,
do you want to talk about King of the Hammers? Do you just want to
let's just go through this first.
Okay. Pick one.
Okay. So let's do the Old Elk first, right? So he did get us the Old Elk finally, which we cannot find here local.
Yeah.
And
so maybe next week we'll actually open it and try it.
Yeah, we'll crack this open, and then anytime we have a guest, we'll hang it out here and we'll have sips. Know what I mean? To let everybody, all of our friends, get hooked up with Old Elk. Because those guys, I'm telling you, nobody has turned on Old Elk more than those more than those guys. You know what I mean? I didn't know about it, and I've told her, and the amount of people, I would hope that these guys get a bit of a sponsorship through Old Elk.
That'd be
because
awesome.
they definitely deserve it.
They made me look for it all over Phoenix.
Yeah, me too. I look it up, and I went to the place that on their website says these guys carry it, and they didn't have it. But
did you go to like 61st Ave? And so did I.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're stupid. we should talk, bro, instead of on the podcast.
Dude, I even asked the guy at the counter. He's did you look on the wall? I'm like, yeah. I've been here for like 30 minutes, dude. They have a big selection, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if you carry it. And the guy's like, yeah, I can't help you. I'm like,
jeez.
And he's kind of. He's ethnic.
Mm.
I don't think he cared about my bougie Old Elk search.
It's definitely good. I do want to take some over to Huck. If Let's Roll and those guys.
Oh yeah.
Because I was
From
talking
this
to them.
bottle?
A little sip of this, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get a little flask and give them a taste. I was trying to tell them about it, so they're super interested.
We just gotta find a way to get it.
Yeah.
And we can always just have some.
Dude,
around.
Jason brought 2 cases of this crap to camp.
Yeah.
Like
That's
when
awesome.
Ultra 4 Jones was with us in his camper, we're jumping all over, but they downed 2 full bottles of this crap, dude.
But
I mean, not crap.
After he raced, right?
No, before. This was the night before. And well, was it the night before? It might have been the night before.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Either way, we were hammered, dude. And I'm getting off track here. We had 10 people crammed into his camper, and Kobe and Tyler had this thing called the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
That thing was bigger than my front room at my house, dude.
Whoa.
It was. You open it up, it's wider than it is long.
It's not the. There's another one like that, right? Like a magazine guy or someone has. Is that the Dodge Mahal?
Yeah, the Taj Mahal. That was the down to mob guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
No, this is a big old, huge, gigantic Class C motorhome with dual slide outs.
Damn.
It was a freaking monster, and we had 10 people crammed in this little bitty, tiny pickup truck camper.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, but it was fun.
maybe they didn't want people wrecking their nice, luxurious unit.
I didn't know about the other camper at the time, but I didn't.
nice.
So we'll go to King of the Hammers later. Right now, so we have this. You pick one now.
Oh, cool. This one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
It's a gift.
Oh, so on the Old Elk, because Jason knows I love Fireball, and I would mix Old Elk with Pepsi. He put not Fireball.
Whoa,
a little
blinker fluid.
How the-
Max strength.
Max
Good for up to
strength?
6,000 blinks. What does that say? Something goods.
Right on. Well,
Dang.
you shouldn't read
Now
it
we
to
have-
yourself on
No,
radio.
but now we have some little props that
Yeah.
Now we got some stuff to kind of maybe we can get a little.
So you can
more
let your ladies. You know what you should do? You should put something in there so we could drink it.
like no, you don't drink blinker fluid.
Yeah, why not? I don't know. All right, cool. I'm picking this one because I think I know what this one is.
Okay. Chocolate man.
Right.
It's a
So I'm
chocolate
opening
man.
this up. It's all Christmas wrapped.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about it.
Right. It's Christmas wrapped because it.
It's a gift.
They-
It was Christmas gift.
He mailed them to us, but they got returned.
Yeah.
I don't know if one of the bottles ended up getting.
You called it.
I called
Fireball.
it. I knew it. I heard it. It's Fireball, a little airplane Fireball. I'm gonna get so wasted on this.
Next.
I'm probably gonna drink this.
So now that now that I remember this is a podcast, Max is slowly unwrapping the package. He's ripping and tearing into it.
Oh, that's
suspensefully.
good. Listen to that, folks.
That's technique, huh?
Yeah, I liked it.
And he's still unwrapping it. It is a emergency underpants. One pair, fits most adults, always ready to use. I'm scared to open it. I bet you there's like a pop-out bug. Or it's fake.
Does it have a lid, or are you trying to push through it?
That's a bottom. That's not a push top. Okay. There's really something in here. Look at that. I bet you it's a real pair of underwear, or it's gauze. One
It
of
should
the two.
be a real underwear.
Try it on.
No.
What do you mean?
Well, no.
Okay.
Next, go to Moab, and then you'll need those. Right. All right. So we also got the Big Adventures of Tiny Dick, which is a coloring book.
And it's it's literally a tiny penis riding a unicorn, and it has about 100 pages that you could color of his adventure.
I wonder if I should let the grandkids play with this.
Nah.
No.
They're not even advanced enough to color, and this is like a 12-year-old's coloring book. They're just gonna cross out the penises.
I'm curious. Where do you think it includes bonus paper dicks? I can only picture him. We're opening this in the room.
Yeah.
But he had to go hunt for this.
No, or Amazon, right?
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know where the coloring book of dicks is?
All right, one last thing.
And he's
that
super
Jason-
bougie too.
Jason got us is some essential bath wipes, medium weight, cleansing washcloth.
Nice.
It doesn't say what fragrance, or it doesn't say fragrance free. It just says fragrance. Is that
Okay.
it? I don't know. Doesn't it
It
usually
has
say
a
like
fragrance.
Doesn't it say like vanilla bean, bro?
It
Or does it
smells.
say like fragrance free?
It smells
So
of
this-
man oil.
You know what?
You can open one and do
I'm
it.
smell it.
All right, open it. Open it.
I already ripped it.
That's all right. I think it's just a giant, like.
I'm just gonna leave it right here.
Didn't somebody get
it's fragrant.
shittens? Somebody at our Christmas party
Shitten?
got shittens, which is a mitten to wipe in your butt.
Yeah. That's gross though. You can't flush a shitting.
Right. Well, thank you, dudes. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Merry belated Christmas.
The wine really is like,
It's really good.
like, you know, I know me and you aren't huge on like fancy wines and stuff, but this is like,
It's not
if
bad.
I could buy this at the store for, I'd say I'd go $11.99 on this,
Bro,
a bottle.
if you broke it out, for a lady with some steak and a nice salad, I don't think she's saying nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe even no steak, no
Then again,
salad, like just this.
Just cut to the chase, Max. All right, cool. Are any of those notes for us?
No, that's all.
Couple
the
weeks
last
ago?
podcast that we did
All right,
before KOH.
Talk about being in shambles, right? Don't have anything. Nothing's ready to go. Like everything was still covered in dirt, sitting in the bags. My Jeep still hasn't even been aired up yet. It's completely flat and dirty. And
Did you get everything returned? The truck, the trailer?
Yeah, I did all that first right
Nice,
away.
Nice.
And then I
But otherwise, it's sitting in your yard too.
Yeah, I can't
You know what
have
I mean?
that.
That would.
HOA's already all over me.
Yep.
All right, cool. Now what?
Fondest memory, KOH 2020, go.
The crappers got blown over, and
In the
poop
windstorm?
was everywhere.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, it totally happened.
I know. Was it Monday night? There was like 40-mile-an-hour
Yeah,
winds.
dude,
it was
50,
it was
60
big news.
gusts. So
it was big news on the Soch.
was it? It was. I walked. Okay, first off, so I went in. I showed up Sunday afternoonish, right? And I tried to go down to take a crap or whatever, whatever,
Sideways?
to the bathroom, and the crap was out of the top of the toilet, and I was like, "This
Why?
is going to be disgusting," right? And I
Like
thought,
there was so much that it was full.
yeah. And I don't. So my question, I went back to camp and I was like, "How the hell does the crap get above the hole?"
That's a lot.
Like somebody's standing over it, squatting, trying to make the hole.
There must be something going on with like pressure, right? That it's like rising and
No,
sinking.
dude. I think somebody's standing up,
No,
dropping
but not
bombs.
somebody. Like you're talking like 39 somebodies, right?
Yeah.
There's not one guy that's like, oh, it's right below the lid. I'm gonna get this.
No. So I immediately learned, go to the most inconvenient toilet.
Oh yeah, because people don't want to go there.
That's right. Everybody hits
yeah.
the ones on the outside. So go inside and go to the furthest one away, the most inconvenient, way in the corner. Those ones were the cleanest. But so I was really worried and super thankful I had a camper, right, to rent. I was like, that alone, because I had said, I was going to do a tent, going to bring the
Dude,
wheelies.
imagine that Monday windstorm in your tent.
Oh my! Well, there was a guy. The hell is his name? Dave. Dave is hysterical, by the way. He doesn't listen to the podcast, but he does now. But he knew about me. Jason and them really talked me up to be some sort of crazy man after SEMA. But I was so freaking cold the first 3 nights. I didn't do anything, dude. I didn't talk. I just tried not to freeze to death. But he was in a tent the whole time, and he was fine. But he did share. He had a shower and a crapper with Jason. So
Oh no, yeah, they let him use the facilities.
yeah, which is
Just $79.99 a day,
dude.
like nothing big.
Yeah. So I was super thankful to have a crapper. However, after that first day, they started having what do you call it, like ported trucks or whatever?
Yeah.
Cleaning that crap out constantly, nonstop.
Yeah.
Every
Dude,
time I walked
if
in,
it's really 50, 60,000 plus people, I mean,
yeah. Every time
it's a lot of bathroom waste.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
So basically, after that very first day,
And
they
I'm
were
not shitting you.
totally clean. They were totally clean after that. Absolutely spotless.
Oh, shit.
So I mean, through no matter what time I went. However,
Sorry.
I know it's no puns intended. But at any rate, I did find they're the cleanest first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't trying to use the camper if I didn't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, because if it's full, you're kind of screwed for the rest of the time, right?
Yeah, well,
so
yeah.
you want to limit your use in the camper.
correct.
Just when you need to.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you didn't need to, don't do it. You know what I mean?
Nice,
So
nice.
the
Dude, I actually want to make a comment real quick. I
Sure.
just had a bite of this birthday cake and a sip of this Petite Syrah.
the
And
2014
It's a good mix.
is it
Like I
chocolate?
don't think this is a wine for steak. I think this is a wine for dessert.
for birthday cake? You
It's
can
a
only have it on
birthday
birthday
cake
cake wine.
Dude, I don't know.
What a
if
delish birthday cake wine. Look, I got our cameras wrong.
do you
Anyway,
mean?
I'm not as big as you. I got yours zoomed in more. Anyways, nobody else is going to notice that
yeah,
if I don't
just
say
you.
nothing.
Just you for 10 hours in a row.
Right.
Well,
Dude,
who's this giant?
so, yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back in studio. We got to keep doing podcasts. We fall hard when,
I know.
when we
I
don't
know.
do 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Like that.
I
2 in a
believe
row.
it. I believe it.
You know what?
But I think me and you talked about this. Like a lot of the big trips are done. We're not really leaving town. You were sick. That's uncontrollable.
Right.
I mean, we should just be back to every week. back on track.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe once a month now we can do our actual meeting and talk about like actual things like and write them down versus like versus the super sporadic phone call of like
winging it.
Oh my God, do this, and then we forget or stuff like that.
It is what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But so do we continue with King of the Hammers day by day?
Yes.
The winds were outrageous. It was insanely cold. The food was off the charts. Dude, we had beef Wellington. We made our own pizza.
But you made all your own food, right? That's what was so good. Nothing you guys bought was.
No, dude, there was nothing bought. Like I did. Well, no, that's not true.
And for you, there was nothing bought.
I know. They had. Anyway, that's a tip, folks.
Thumbs up.
Drive a wheelies and you get free. Ooh. The even though I took a beautiful, so my neighbor loaned me his pickup truck and I borrowed Drew's trailer, so I ended up not taking the wheelie. Oh, I took the wheelies, but I drove in supreme comfort, dude, with leather seats and heater seats.
Nice.
And this diesel engine, 3,000 miles on this brand new truck. Like, oh my gosh.
What's it got now? Like 5 at least?
No, like 4, but I mean not 4. Yeah, it was only like 700 round trip, but anyway, that's super cool, dude. But yeah, so. I got in Sunday night instead of Wednesday. I decided to go Sunday night. The camp was cool. Food was off the charts. Like we had to make our own dough. Like I was impressed with the pizza. They had a pizza barbecue thing with a top, right? Like it's a
miniature like brick oven pizza looking thing. Like.
Essentially, yeah. We rolled our own dough, put our own toppings on it. Like it was amazing.
Everyone made their own pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was all so that was pretty cool. Then we had like delicious steak taco. I couldn't believe how well we ate. It was unbelievable. So all that nonsense with semen, all that crap out of the window. This was absolutely hands down fantastic.
Who is the person to not invite?
What do you mean? Who?
Who was at SEMA?
Oh,
that was supposed to make it good, but wasn't at King of the Hammers. Nobody. Oh, good.
The only person that was at SEMA but not at King of the Hammers was Jimmy.
Oh, okay. So
Jimmy's out.
So it's Jimmy's fault.
Bye, Jimmy.
And he's in
Antarctica,
so he can't hear
Stay
this.
there, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
I actually missed him because he's funnier now. So.
Yeah.
But
so now that you've met Jimmy and Tyler
was cool. You know what's funny though? Tyler is not as Kermity in person as he is on there. Oh. Right. I was also told I'm not as raspy in person as I am on this.
Yeah.
So
that has to do with recording equipment and how people listen.
And Tyler, when they're doing their podcast, they're a lot more thought out and slower. But in person, he talks fine. Like on our podcast, he talks fine.
So maybe they're like trying to talk very clear and precise and thought out, and it's a different demeanor.
It was pretty funny though. I got him on there and I started talking to him. I cut out like 20 minutes of him on that podcast.
You told me that.
Yeah. So I don't know if he'll remember. Well, he should remember. He wasn't drinking, so
what?
I don't. Well,
was he sick?
No, we were recording like 1 a.m. and he had just rolled in. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. But so. People that listened to that last one, we did. So I don't want to repeat a bunch of junk, but it was funny though because I listened to their podcast at 1.5 times the speed to 2 times the speed, all the time. So when I talked to him, I was like, "Oh my God, you talk so slow!" I was shocked how slow he talks.
That's funny.
And
I did see you also met Angel from the Seven Slot
Society
podcast.
Yeah,
and he's finally coming out with. Like I think there are like 3 more already dropped since King of the Hammers.
Dude, he's done like 5. Yeah, like
really?
And you hear his little rant that he just did.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's so true. Must be nice, bro.
Oh, must be nice is what it was. That was a good one. I did like it.
Had a lot of car noise, dude. I know it's got 265,000 miles, buddy, but roll up a window. I'm just kidding.
I bet they were rolled up.
I know. I'm just giving him shit. Nice. But yeah, it's cool. And
who else did you meet? Did you meet Wyatt Pemberton?
Nope. I missed that at Lasertown. That was the day prior. But I met the Reckless Wrench Garage guys. They came to our camp.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, they were there. I actually got some stickers for you.
Hell yeah.
They only had one hat, and I took it. So, know what I mean?
I need a hat.
Oh, do you?
Did you give me a Wheeling Whine and Whiskey hat?
Nope, they wouldn't give me one either. They wouldn't even give me a sticker, those punks.
God damn.
I thought there was going to be a sticker in this box.
I would have bought a Wheeling Whine and Whiskey hat. I still might if they're available.
I talked him into giving me a sticker, right?
Okay.
And Wheeling Whine and Whiskey. He's like, "Why the hell you want a sticker?" I'm like, "Give me a sticker. I need I'm a sticker dude. Stickers. Look at my Jeep. It's got stickers." So I thought that for sure there was one in this box, so I gave it to a kid. Dude, now I don't have one, so no sticker for you guys, I guess.
I wonder if they have their merchandise up for sale. Did they do T-shirts too?
Yeah, I even met their. Yeah, they had a lot of shirts. Dude, they had hoodies, shirts.
Just one design though, different styles.
No, just their logo.
Yeah.
And then, but they had a beanie and they had hats and all kinds of cool stuff, dude. And I met their guy that does the voiceovers for him, and he was cool, Johnny, Dirtbag Johnny.
Yep, he does all the clothing, the voice, everything.
Yeah,
right?
he was really
it's a
cool.
whole enterprise.
Yep, absolutely. He was cool. All these guys, dude, from Utah, and like I don't know, there was a bunch of some guy named Timmy. He was from Utah. Their whole group is fantastic. Me and one dude. So when I start telling stories, I get a little amped up and a little animated. And shit, these stories are from when I was 18.
Well, these people haven't heard it 20 times.
Right.
It's
so
nice.
so sometimes your numbers get carried away. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I'm like, blah, 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 in this story about jumping off this giant cliff, you know? And those people
It was 1,000 feet.
Dude, I was like 160 feet. And this guy's like, bullshit. And I was like, dude, it's 160 feet. He's like, nope, you'd die. And I was like, but neither one of us were budging. You know what I mean? I'm like, look, I don't know if
even though you knew you're exaggerating, or
well, no, I conceded that it might not be 160 feet, but it was way farther than anybody would in their right mind jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I say that as, you know, he's like, oh, as high as that camper? I'm like 10 of those, dude. You know what I mean? And he's like, bullshit, you ought to be dead. And I was like, look, all I know is I've never jumped off another cliff. This is when I was 18.
Yeah.
I have never jumped off another cliff. It ripped my shorts off and blew my shoes off and bruised my ass.
How did it rip your? Did you dive?
No, dude, I just came in a little crooked into the water, and it shot my shoes off as it whipped my feet up.
Damn.
And it blew I had Vans.
The whip took your shorts off.
So I had
was like, did they go over your shoulders?
I had tie-on Vans, and it blew my shoes clean off my feet.
Yeah.
And I had cut off Levi jeans, and it tore the seam of the jean all the way to the belt line, dude. And my right side of my ass was so bruised. So I was like, look, dude, I don't care. It might not have been 160 feet because I didn't take proper notes.
Maybe it was
30 freaking years ago.
Maybe it was 158. You know, who's counting?
Yeah, maybe, right. That's how I felt. So I was just like, whatever. So we got in a little pissing match at the campground, you know, or at the campfire. But you know what? It doesn't matter because the truth is I don't know how far it was. You know what I mean? So who knows?
I think I've done 70 or so.
Yeah.
And it was big. Like I took like 2 deep breaths on the way down. I was like,
so I said the same thing that it took 2 breaths to get to the bottom, and he was like, "Come on, man."
That's all I remember. And then just like the hardest hit, like your feet hurt.
It's literally like concrete.
Anything that hits the water is like a smack. Go.
And we had guys in the water kicking. You know, or not kicking. We had the boats fluttering, trying to churn the water so it didn't hit as hard as concrete.
Oh, so you go.
It's easier in entry, and it still did all that crap. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how high it was, and I don't really care for because
But it was probably like well above 60.
I think so. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the freaking boat. Anyways,
the boat was this big.
It was a little boat, dude. I don't know. But again, this is 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember I've seen a truck this big.
Right.
And I think I was at like 230 feet on a cell phone tower.
Oh, yeah.
But the truck was literally
like a toy car.
2 or 3 inches.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa.
So aside from that, everything else was perfect. You know what I mean? Like, was really cool. Aside the wind is absurd. Let's see here. I would say that if you were just in a tent,
it's rough.
It would be rough. It'd be very rough.
Or it's not as fun and enjoyable, right?
The first 2 nights I was so freaking cold, dude. And we had a camper, and literally
did it heat?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We rocked it. Like,
and you're still cold, huh?
Well, this is outside. You're staying outside till you know. But I had 4 coats on. One of them's heated. Now it's still frozen. Everybody's like,
did you do the Steve coat?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of the 4
on top of everything.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I had I had the heated one first.
Damn.
Right, and then I had my gray Dickies one, and then I had that windbreaker one, and then I had the big one, and I was freezing, dude.
So it's the wind. Like the wind is cutting everything.
Yeah. The first night, the wind was blowing so hard, we went into back door, and it was like getting sandblasted in the face, dude.
Yeah. I've heard that. I've heard that from past years.
Nothing.
Yeah. Like you got to have the mask. You got to get some goggles.
You definitely need goggles. I didn't take that serious. I didn't bring goggles.
Damn.
And absolutely, you should bring goggles. It just makes it better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Enjoyable.
Yeah. And so these guys love their Peter heater, right?
It wasn't that good or what?
Okay. So let me describe this Peter heater for you. Basically, it is cool. It's a very cool design, right?
Yeah.
And there's a few things about it. So basically, it's a wash basin.
Okay.
They took out of a washing machine with all the holes in it.
I got it.
Okay. That has a plowing disc on top for a lid, and then a cone coming out of it, and like an exhaust stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But big, right? Like 10 inches around.
There's
or
like
something.
4.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, 4 or 5 inches, or maybe 6 at the most, but like a diesel stack,
Yeah.
right? So the point of that is it gets all the smoke above you, which it absolutely does. The smoke comes out the top.
It vents out the top, yeah. How tall is it? Like 6 feet?
Yeah,
or-
probably 6 feet total. Okay. And then the thing has expandable legs, but you do have to spike the legs down, because if you don't, when you go to clean, or when you go to, you have to rock it open and set it down, and it has this little swing out leg off the top of the stack, and then you can throw more wood in it.
Okay.
But it's closed, so you lose the ambiance of the fire because you don't see flames. You know what I mean?
So it's more like hot radiating heat
exactly
from metal.
It's essentially
like,
just a wood stove.
Yeah.
But it burns super efficient. The pile of wood went really slow. It
Nice.
burned really well. You do have to clean it out, because if it doesn't breathe, it sucks bad. Like, I saw a picture where the whole pipe was glowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we never got it glowing. And I don't know if it's because it was cold as hell.
Yeah.
But it would not glow. However, it puts off heat for about 2 feet. And when you got like 25 people trying to huddle around this little dinky ass thing, dude, you can only heat your feet. So
the toes heater. So
the toe heater.
It doesn't
dude.
get to the Peter.
Yeah. So let's see here. Later in the week, when things warmed up a bit, it was nice. And the no smoke in your face was fantastic.
Yeah.
I did finally talk Jason into it against his will to leave the lid open and let this thing fire, you know what I mean? And we all got covered in smoke immediately. So Peter heater, I'd probably give it a B.
Okay.
Just a straight B.
So maybe if it gets down into like the 40s at night, it'd be great.
Or a small group. We can get a lot closer.
Or a small group, yeah.
But when you're trying to leave room.
Could you make a bigger version of that?
Yeah,
like
we talked about
if you made it double the size.
Yep, double stack.
Like a big metal trash barrel would be at the bottom.
like a 55-gallon drum.
Yeah.
That'd be a little bigger.
But I guess
maybe.
transporting it is the problem. Huh?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. But they have these weird things called slush pots, which burns oil. Same exact sort of design, but there's no wood. It just burn old motor oil, I guess. Some sort of.
How convenient.
That has to kill you, right?
Because we all have old motor oil. I got gallons of it.
I don't know, man. So we're good.
I did the same thing. I was looking at the
I saw him
cameras.
blinking, and I was like, oh, no, that one's just losing the battery grip.
So the Peter heater is a B plus. B.
B.
Not even
Flat
a B plus.
Not a
B.
minus or a plus, just a B.
What is that? What do you think is that? Is that like an 85% or is that more like an 83%?
83. Yeah. I mean, it was cool.
It's not a B minus.
It was cool, but
It's
it
not
just
even
was
a
not
C.
warm, dude. I mean, it wasn't warm in those super cold temps.
Yeah.
It just wasn't warm.
How cold? Do you know how cold it was that night?
Dude, I
Like
think we were down in
below
the 30s.
freezing?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I think a couple nights it got into the 20s. Like,
Damn.
it was freaking cold. But
Yeah.
from Wednesday on, it was fine, dude. It was Wednesday I started coming out of my shell, you know.
Yeah.
But I got, if you can hear it on the last podcast, I got pretty hammered.
Nice.
I didn't, because I ran out of beer. I'm like a total rookie.
How
dude.
many days in?
3.
Wow,
And I
yeah.
could have jammed out, but
How much beer did you bring?
2 cases.
30 packs or?
Yeah, 24. Is it okay? I know,
God
rookie mistake, dude.
damn.
That's a lot of beer. I thought for sure, dude. I was like, well, 5 or 6
But
beers
you
a
gotta
night.
bring extra to like share to
Yeah.
like, you know, like.
So then,
I would have brought like 4 30 packs at least.
well, you know what? It didn't even dawn on me. I was like, I should have. You better to have it, not use it.
Even that would scare me for. Not. I don't even like to drink beer that much, but to like have them or trade it for better stuff. You know, like, oh, you got some whiskey? Like, here, take like 10 beers.
And we were passing them out too. You
Yeah.
know, and I didn't
Yeah.
drink all of those beers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at any rate, we broke out the old elk and that Woodruff or Woodrow or whatever it is. Man, that shit hit me like that. I didn't even know.
Were you drinking it straight or mixing it?
I mix it because I'm a
Wow.
sissy.
Dude, just get super cheap Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Well, they had I think the cheapest whiskey they had there was Gentleman Jack. Then one of the guys brought a orange sickle, and another guy. Let's see here.
Is that a mixed drink or is that?
I don't know if we can say this or not. I'll say it to you, but a moonshine. I'm probably going to bleep that. You know what I mean? Because they didn't
'cause
even want to
it's
talk.
real?
It's totally illegal. But
Yeah, but you can buy it at the store now.
whatever. I don't know. They didn't want any part of being on like Instagram with it.
Whoa.
So I don't know. if
Maybe
I could
not
or
them, right? Because if they made it in like a real
And I won't show it.
secret thing, you know.
Yeah, he's making it in his own.
But
steel.
that name, I guess we could say it. Moonshine is. You can bleep it if you want.
Well, they have
But
a damn TV show about it.
Well, yeah, and I was gonna say you can go to the store, like
Right.
Fry's, and buy bottles that say moonshine.
So
They're
every-
just high percentage vodka, or I don't know what it is.
Everybody had a moonshine. Like not everyone, but we walked into a secondary camp.
Yeah.
I saw a truck that was for sale that was on the cover of Peterson's magazine. I was like, dude, I love that truck, man. I wonder, I wanted to buy it. It was like 10 grand. I was like, oh my God, if I could buy this truck. So I wanted to go.
Did you pull it out in one stack?
What?
10 grand?
No, dude. I was so like trying to figure out how to do it. And I was like, I don't need another single cab truck. You know what I mean? So, but I went over to see if it was a good buy. You know what I mean? And it was a good buy, but he said it had a lot of problems with it. A little, it was kind of rushed. Anyways, those dudes had some, they had a peach moonshine with an ice cream kick at the end, which was delicious.
Wow.
So
what's
it had
the ice cream kick? Do you get a spoon of ice cream at the end?
No,
it's like that. It's a flavor thing.
Yeah, you have this like peach moonshine, like a peach thing, and then all of a sudden you taste vanilla ice cream.
Oh, vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Interesting.
So on a dessert note, at the end there, somebody even made peach cobbler in the ground, in the sand, like they buried it and shit in this weird thing in the ground.
Well, if that's how they make pigs. Have you ever had a pig in the ground? Like you make a big charcoal fire, and then you put whatever you're gonna cook in a burlap sack, and you bury it, and like so many hours later, it's done, and you can like pull it out. And I've had the pig once. It was super good.
Really?
But it looks like it's a real pig, and it looks like a pig, and it's like just diced open. And there's the head, there's the ass, there's everything. Well, the intestines are out, but like the butthole's there.
All right, that's
it's
TMI,
weird.
TMI.
It's weird.
Too much information. But yeah, it was basically they had coals buried in the ground, and they set it on the coals, and they had another coal thing on top. It was cool. It was cool to be eating in the middle of the desert.
Dude, we
ice
should do
cream
that
and
at your
stuff.
house. We'll dig a big fat hole in the grass.
No pigs. No pigs
whatever.
allowed.
Well, turkey.
At my
I don't
house.
know. We'll throw 6 turkeys in there. And
I'm pescatarian now.
what does that mean?
I
You only eat pests?
eat fish and veggies. I don't even eat fish. I'm going to be a vegetarian. Never mind. Anyways,
Nice.
let's move on.
So you're not going to eat steaks anymore?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Anyways.
Oh. What are you going to do with your butcher box stuff?
Oh, I canceled all that. I stopped all of it.
Oh, a while back already?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's running low.
Dude, it's empty. I gave the rest to Justin because he didn't have like meat, and he's built bodybuilding, and he was running low, so I gave him everything.
Nice.
That's what you got to do sometimes, right?
And now you're just going to be
the youngest kid.
going to be a pesky person.
Right. Hey man, how's that meat?
Hey,
All right.
hey.
So let's keep moving.
Have you heard of this new spinach dish?
Dude, we're at 37 minutes. And we haven't even talked about a race yet. Not even
What
one
race?
race.
What race?
Right. So
I thought you went there to rock crawl,
Right.
party, and interview.
All right. So let's continue with that.
A podcast. Not
Ask me
interview.
how many times I put my Jeep in 4-wheel drive.
Hey, Mike.
None. Not even once.
Dude, you gotta let me get there.
Oh.
I was building a intro.
Oh.
All right, hey Mike.
Hey, Max.
How many times did you put Jeep in 4-wheel drive?
None.
God damn.
Isn't that shocking?
Yeah.
Not even once.
I heard the Wheeling Whine and Whiskey podcast, and he already ratted you out.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to.
This is late news. Breaking some late old news.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't. But Gabe brought up. That was
Yeah,
in my old one.
I think you already told me you didn't get to one rock crawling trail.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
No, I just drove it from one trailhead to the other, like Chocolate Thunder, and we
Jump
drove
in.
It.
But it was you drove there to see the race, huh? So
Well,
it's off limits.
No, because there was so much dust that we just teamed up in CJ's excursion.
Oh.
And this other guy, Andy, he had
Nice.
his little FJ. So but we teamed up because all of our camera gear was, like with us.
Yeah.
My Jeep, I even left the top on the entire time, and it has like 1.5 inches of dust in the bottom of that thing.
I believe
it is not gnarly, but I just took it over the back door like 3 times. CJ backed into me. Is that on the other podcast? I don't know.
I haven't heard this.
So we're trying to find a place to park on the Thursday night shit show
Yeah.
out there. Every night is a shit show at back door, but the large party is Thursday nights.
Okay.
Right. So if you want to watch this chaos, and dude, it's dangerous. If you're down in the pit,
Yeah.
it is super, super dangerous.
I saw the video of that guy rolling and knocking that guy in the back. But I mean, he also was like, the guy was standing within a couple feet of a rig.
He was holding a kid on it with him too.
Whoa, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Damn.
But so we all go into there, like 10 of us, right?
Okay.
And immediately nobody could find anybody. That's how crowded and packed it was. I went over to Ian at the Big Willies and jumped up there with him and talked to him. You know what I mean?
So does Jason now believe you that you know
No,
Ian?
he's never seen me with him. No. I have no idea, dude. But it's just the way it is. Those guys were stuck in there. It had to have been until 4 a.m. They were so deep in there and so many people around them.
So you got to wait till the people leave.
Yeah. Yeah, he was way up in there. Sean Smith was in front of him with a buggy, and he was running all the speakers and stuff.
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you what, though. You know what was pretty cool? So Sean's kind of a lunatic, right?
Yeah.
He breaks everything and beats the snot out of everything. So I was at the Motive Gear party, right? And I'll tell you, there's some funny shit. Okay, so at the Motive Gear party, those guys, it was fantastic. I walk in, they're like, Mike, get some food. You know what I mean? I love it when you walk into a group and you don't know anyone, and all of a sudden everybody's like, hey, dude. And the people that know you make you feel super welcome. So the PR guy for Motive Gear, I don't know his name, but he was behind the bar and stuff. Nice. He was with Eric, right, Fuller. So I walk in, and Vern and a bunch of people were there. They're like, hey, dude, right on. And that other guy's like, you need a beer? And boom, charge right over, grab me a beer. It was awesome, dude. So, and then like, get some tacos. And I ended up talking with a bunch of people. So they had a hired drone pilot that came from like South Carolina, right?
Yep.
And you're not allowed to fly drones. We weren't allowed, even though I was licensed or anything. We're not allowed to fly them. It's just those people that have that particular permit. That dude built his own racer, and he was doing circles around the Ultra 4 cars as they were driving down. And he was showing us
his own racer. What, race drone?
Yeah, like a little race drone that'll do 100 plus miles an hour, right? So he's able to keep up with the cars and do circles around them as they're driving, like flying across the bed. So
he's pretty skilled drone pilot.
Super, super skilled.
Yeah.
So tell me if this is a good pitch, because he's pitching to Motive Gear. The stuff he was showing us, I happened to be standing there getting a beer while he was showing those guys, was with Bailey Campbell's car, and he was flying around. You should see this footage somewhere on a commercial somewhere. It is the most incredible drone footage I have ever seen anywhere, hands down. So he's talking to the Motive Gear dudes, and he's like, they're like, well, so what something like that, what does it take? He's like, dude, we come in, we smoke a bunch of weed, bro, and we do some buttery smooth stuff, man. And I was like, and all of a sudden everybody just parted.
Oh, like it killed the pitch?
I think so, but I don't think he thinks so. But I watched everybody turn around and start
Well, but anytime it's business oriented, it's different than like with friends, right? You gotta kind of you don't want to say like, let's get fucked. Dude, that's what he was.
I thought it was a pretty odd pitch.
Okay, but tell me your idea.
My idea?
Oh, I thought you had a better pitch.
No, but I did give my card to that guy and say, if you ever need some help, because I would love to have that guy's skills. He could definitely fly a drone.
Nice.
I don't know his name, but he's got my card, so hopefully, and he's on the East Coast, so if he ever comes out this way, I see them using him because that drone footage was top notch. Are
you gonna partake in the weed?
No, I don't do that. But, no, that's not for me.
But if you want good footage, apparently according to this guy,
smoke a bunch of weed and get some buttery footage, bro. Anyway, he was cool though. The dude was cool.
Lots of butter.
Yeah, but what else? So there was cool, and then so Sean, he's got his little flat fender.
Okay,
but he has these two monster speakers hidden in it. Well, one of them, but he has two for the buggy. Anyway. One of them was in it, and he has like a 3,500 horsepower engine idling like that.
The Willys engine, or
he has it on a tape, and he drives the Willys to the tape, and it looks like the Willys got this crazy high horsepower, and he's driving around, and you can't tell the way he's driving it. It's literally like, and he's hopping the gas. It is so freaking funny.
But it's a recording.
It's a recording.
He can't.
No, he's got a little
it
four-banger.
Could do a burnout as he's shutting it off. Like we don't know what's gonna happen,
dude.
Like,
yeah, but he knows it so well. It looks so freaking real as he's driving away, and it's all, and he's hopping the gas to match the idle. Holy crap, it's funny.
I should do that in the Liberty.
And it sounds so freaking real, dude.
Damn.
And he's got the speaker laid down so you can't hear it, But anyway, he crammed in the buggy in back door where I was going, and then Ian came in with the big Willys in behind it, and then everybody surrounded that. We got in there. Everybody
they were kind of down the hill, right? Just a little, like maybe like 100 feet or so away from back door.
Yeah, not even 100 feet. They were down in the thing.
Because I saw the big torch lights a few times in the back door videos, but there's so many people. It looked kind of far.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't very far at all. Yeah, if anything, it was a wide angle lens, But
okay.
I mean, it's you could probably put a Jeep and a half in there before they hit the wall.
Oh, so like 20, 30 feet away.
Yeah, it was very close. Yeah.
Okay.
It was very dangerous, man. That many people, dude, you got guys trying to come up, and every car is covered in people. And then you got a guy, like, nobody's moving. So the dudes up top just come down. Now they're facing each other with 9,000 people crowded around them and nowhere to go, dude. And like that Goliath, that big, and eventually people will get out of the way. But
okay.
Dude, you got to have...
And do people kind of crowd downhill because they all want to see?
Yeah.
Like, are they like almost like being pushy, or like not pushing you into it, but like... or are they like pushing through, or...
No, for the most part, people are pretty calm in there.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
not calm, but I can't even say that. I was ragging on some Patagonias, and the guy made it, and these two dudes are like, "What's your piece of shit, dude? Does it make it, dude?" And I was like, "These guys are gonna kick the crap out of me." So I try to snake away. I'm like, Pats suck, and then I start walking off. Like.
That's funny.
But the guy did make it on the Patagonias.
Do you think he had the sticky ones?
He did. He had. I don't know.
Was it a race car,
Yeah.
or was it like what we would?
Like,
drive?
it was like a buggy, a full
Okay.
buggy, but I don't think it was a race car. But it was super long, dude. Like,
So you think that's the key? Is a long wheelbase?
no,
Hits?
I don't know what the key is.
Yeah.
That
I
shit
can't
is
tell either.
so big.
Because some people crawl it, some people like horsepower up it, some people.
That buggy with like those big Sherpa wheels, that Texas Iron one, he crawled up it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I heard some info on that one. They air it down, and it gets to be like 48-inch tires, and if they air it up, it's like 70-inch tires.
Yeah.
It's something outrageously.
it was super cool
Yeah.
in person. It was really, really cool. And the tires are massive, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they're just freaking massive. But it looks
way
awesome.
bigger than the new Sticky Mickeys, right? That
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
saw at SEMA.
Yeah.
That's child's
I
play.
thought they were Sherpa.
Those are 31s.
I thought it was tires off of a Sherpa, but
Yeah.
it wasn't because
their own.
It's their own. Yeah, exactly.
I
And
heard
it's like
that.
a scooped paddle
Yeah.
of sort. But you're right. When it was flat or aired down, dude, it was just huge balloons, bro. Just It was awesome. And that dude was like 2 thumbs up as he's hanging on there climbing it. And then the guy, he would have made it, but a dude was right in the way and he wouldn't get out of the damn way. So he had to stop and slide back down, get this guy in this red shirt out of the freaking way, and then he climbed it up. But that's pretty cool, dude. Like, that guy was a rock star in there, and nobody was making it. It was, I think, the whole time we were there. Enjoy that cake, but the whole time we were there, I think I only saw 4 people make it.
Whoa.
It was insane, dude.
So does it take a long time to like get someone out of it if they're broke or
Yes.
the engine won't start, or is it like a 20, 30-minute delay? Like
At least, yeah.
Whoa.
And for some reason,
I figured it would be, but you never see that on social. You just see highlights.
yeah,
you know?
and for some reason, people just stop and talk. They get right in the way and start chatting, and there'll be people behind them waiting to go up, and they're just in there bullshitting.
Yeah.
But
Tyler had some cool stories on the Snail Trail podcast of his. I think he did the backdoor recovery for razors
Yep,
or something like
UTV.
that. UTVs.
Yep.
And that was a good one. That it was like he had some like he's like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like
yeah,
you're racing. I mean, go fucking send it or don't. Like
I should throw him under the bus. No,
Ooh.
so I have a video because I went over and watched him when I first got there,
okay.
and
During the UTV.
during
race.
the UTV
Okay.
race, and it was literally, I don't know, 9 out of 10 rolled coming off of it. Every single one was rolling.
You think their majority is 2 doors? Or the UTV racing?
Yeah,
There's no 4 doors really.
I don't recall seeing any 4 doors to be honest. But either way, I can't believe they sent those down those. And they would, if they didn't roll, they would break the tie rods.
Yeah.
And then they would scoot them out. But one guy, there's like 2 ledges. So you have the main backdoor ledge,
Yep.
and then a little higher is that second ledge.
Yes.
One dude like rolls, they flip him back over, and then he drives again like 10 feet and rolls again. Like, it's just like,
They,
oh my,
they
and
go
broke
over
the
that
tie
on
rod.
Tyler's podcast.
Oh,
on
they
the
did?
Snail Trail one. Yeah.
So that's the one I want to throw him under the bus on. I don't want to throw him under the bus. And I kind of talked to him. And so normally when you're rolled, right? If you're rolled over, let's say you're laying on the passenger side,
Okay.
you want to take the winch line over the top and you want to be on the bottom of that roll cage as close as you
Yeah.
can on the bottom.
I can
That
see
way it pulls and we'll roll it over. They were hooking it to the links, right?
Oh, just dragging it almost.
Yeah,
like,
dude. So this guy
Ooh, the link.
this guy flips off the ledge, right? So they hook it to the link right here, and they drag it to the ledge straight. It didn't roll over; it just slid to the link.
Oh, yeah.
So then they could pull him up onto the ledge, like halfway on the ledge.
Yeah.
But if they let go, he's just gonna fall back over.
And is
so-
that the one where they made him get back in
So
during being winched? I think they talk about this one
so they take
or one just like this.
so they take his winch and they run his winch to the upper guy. So now the upper guy has a winch on his link. They have the UTV's winch to the upper guy, and they try to do that, and it doesn't do anything. Then they take the lower guy, Paul, the guy with the H3, and they run him to this link. And now they got 3.
Everyone's attached to a
and,
link.
Yeah, and they're pulling him, they're twisting it apart, dude, like on the ledge, bro. I have a video, and I'm like, you're gonna have to explain this one to me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, he's going from here to here. I'll throw it in here.
I wonder if you just can't recover a UTV from anywhere. Like if the cage is like bolted in, I wonder.
Well-
I don't know.
Okay,
you
so
know?
all they had was a soft shackle, right? But they sell a loop that's meant to go around a roll bar,
Yeah.
right? So because I have one, right? So you can cinch a bar on a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they did it right, and they could do that with a soft shackle even.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. So He was saying they tried to do the B pillar and it would just slip off, and because they all have an aluminum top.
Oh, so yeah, you can't get under the top.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
But
and they don't want the rope to slide.
yeah, but if you cinch it correct on the sidebar, it won't slide. Like make a clove hitch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yank it right over. But anyway, so
some of these people need to go to cell phone tower school.
I wasn't the one recovering. I didn't mock him or anything because
whatever.
It wasn't easy. But
and sometimes you're just in a really bad spot and there's just very few options, and like I'm sure if you're recovering 100 side by sides, back to 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 back.
And of course, I show up at the end where they've already tried everything, and this is what happens to be working.
And here's Captain Hindsight. Well, you should have done this.
Jesus, bro, what are you doing over there?
That's funny.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that was awesome. The Ultra 4 Jones Everyman race was awesome.
Nice.
That Amber chick was cool. Ultra 4 Jones was really cool. His main mechanic was his co-pilot was super cool.
Okay.
And then his main mechanic, I guess, used to be some huge guy on Pirate that started racing. Mm-hmm. I've seen that guy somewhere before. I don't know where. But, dude, that guy was super hammered and super funny, man. I don't know. I thought that guy was hysterical. Nice. And then Ultra 4 his name's Kevin. His dad was really, really cool, man. Nice. Little tiny, looked like a leprechaun. Dude. But
that's funny.
Yeah. And then the trophy trucks were dope.
Yeah, I heard they had the launch. It's like it wasn't a race, but like to see who could launch the furthest.
Oh, longest
and it was
jump.
Like well over 100 feet. I think it was like.
Yeah, see, you know what sucked is we didn't know what the hell was going on. You know what I mean? We had the race ops radio.
Yeah. So
we could hear a bunch of other stuff going on in the background and kind of get an update.
But you didn't know day to day what events
exactly
were going on.
We didn't know who was in front, who was last. We didn't know any of that stuff, dude. Like I was on Jackhammer on the 4400.
But does anybody
race.
know?
Yeah.
Besides the individual teams?
Anybody that's watching it. If you could watch the live feed, you could do it.
Okay. Yeah.
But I couldn't get the live feed to work except for on the trophy trucks. But the longest jump, I happened to be watching it while we're standing by the media tent, and they had a monster truck in there jumping too. You know, that was pretty cool. It was cool. The longest jump was cool, but I don't know. I didn't hear any commentary.
Yeah.
So the media tent, they treated it as like gold, dude.
That's awesome.
That was, I mean, hands down, that was.
You
fantastic.
said you slept in there one night. No.
Well, it's a good thing too, bro. So they wouldn't give us the password to the Wi-Fi, right?
Oh, okay. What is that? Because they wanted people to pay for it?
No, we got Wi-Fi access, but they didn't want us to pass the password out, so we had to hand them our phone and they would type it in.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Then we would log in every time.
That's fine.
So luckily, I hadn't done my computer yet, because in that last podcast, it got out of hand. You know what I mean? And it was kind of embarrassing. So
hey, you just had to do a little editing.
Yeah, a lot of editing. So I was like, I'm sending it, man. Because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. So I go down the media tent like 3 or 4 and 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe. Yeah. And they had the heat off. I was freezing my butt off. But anyways, dude, I put on the headphones. I scooched down in the chair, got my coats on.
Nice.
I'm listening to it. Yeah, add the front bumper. I was like, yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. And then I was out cold, dude. And then like, I don't know, probably an hour or two later, some dude's like hit me on the shoulder. He's like, beat it. You got to get out of here, dude. I was like, oh my God. And then I was.
But he knew you were a media guy, right? Or who knows?
I didn't have a vest or anything on. Thankfully, I don't think anybody knew who I was. So, but he's like, because I'd be super embarrassed.
Yeah.
So I'll just tell the world, apparently. Anyway, so it didn't get uploaded, thank God, because I did cut out some stuff and make it tolerable, you know.
Nice.
But I froze. I went down in like my shorts, you know what I mean? Because I went and got ready for bed, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do this right now, man, because I didn't want to miss another one.
Yep.
And it was so freaking hard to get somebody to actually do one.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
It almost has to be discussed prior, huh?
Dude, we were all talking about it all day, and I couldn't get anybody to do it. You know what I mean? So we're sitting around the campfire, and I'm like, I really got to do a podcast. And Andy goes, I think Andy said, well, let's do one right now. And I was like, you serious? He's like, yeah. I didn't wait. Dude, I ran and got the mics, and like, let's do it. That's why there's no camera.
That's probably the only reason
it got done. Yeah, he did it, and then I took advantage of the chance, even though it was 1 a.m, and we're all kind of 3 sheets. But it was a good time. I'm super thankful they did it because it came out pretty good.
Yeah,
it was entertaining.
Dude, it was very funny. I liked it a lot.
But so that didn't get put up. But they had an actual real life chef. You know what I mean? Like he came and fed us and cooked Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wow. And maybe Monday
in the media tent.
In the media tent.
Damn.
So we had breakfast burritos in the morning, all the coffee we wanted, a full bin of Monster Energy drinks.
Yeah.
And then they had a sack lunch that had like a sandwich and an apple and some cookies, dude, and some
Hell
chips.
yeah.
We can grab
Dude,
that.
just something to go.
Dude,
I mean,
yeah, because they're like, come in, grab your burrito, grab a sack lunch, and take off.
Yeah, because what if you're standing on Chocolate Thunder for 10 hours? Like, you can't
we were.
leave and go get a... and if you forgot to prep or you never been there or...
Dude,
that's
it was,
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it was
very
super
cool of
cool.
them.
And then at night, we had to have a meeting every night and sign a paper for the meeting, you know, because they had to talk about people that screwed off. And it was, I'll tell you what, it was really sketchy. Like, you don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And you have no idea where the hell you're at. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of do, but you don't know. You know what I mean?
Do you know some of the stories of why people got their media vests pulled?
Yeah, I mean, they're getting too close to the track.
Oh, that's the main thing. Like, because they don't want someone dying and getting run over, and lawsuit and issues and
so they
death
had,
and...
Well, you know, it was funny because they said in a rock trail you could be 50 feet from the main race line, right? And then on a regular course,
was there a real designated line?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a dirt road. So that's what she said. So the next day she said, look, if there's a possibility for two lines, it's both those lines. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? 50 feet. So then
don't cut one off with people.
Exactly. So then we're in there, and the next thing you know, the next day we're getting in trouble for we're like, dude, we're 50 feet from the rock line. And he's like, that's not a rock trail, dude. He's like, oh, it had rocks and they went through really slow. They're like, rock trails are the name ones, like Jackhammer, Sledgehammer.
Oh, so
you
were too close to
a regular race line, which
trail.
you got to be 150 feet from.
Whoa.
So because you just don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a more built high power car might race through there when everyone else is crawling it.
Yeah, and you're not allowed to be on the outside of a turn, which makes sense. But because
they can fly through it. Yeah.
Imagine that throttle sticks, dude, and they come across there. Like there was a few times where
800 horsepower, it's taking someone out.
Yeah, they're booking. I got some dope footage, man.
Nice.
Like crazy good footage.
So what's your plan with that? Let's maybe wrap up with that. Because what's your are you gonna do a little highlight video? Are you gonna do like a narrated video?
Yeah, so I tried to do the
background of the podcast video.
I might do that. I'll throw some in here because there's a lot of everything. You know what I mean? There's no real story to it because there was. So
it might be a cool highlight reel playing in the background.
Yeah, so I'll throw some in here or whatever.
Nice.
Maybe have you want the sound because it sounds so good.
Yeah.
So I tried to do the 10 must things you got to do, but there really wasn't 10.
Okay.
Right? Even though I start counting. I don't even know where the hell the counting
5.
went. I think it was 5.
Nice.
5. I don't know. There's some definitely
that was our original idea. It was 5 top things to do at KOH.
Yeah, but some idiot I said 10. I don't even know if I finished the outro. I got to make better notes.
Yeah.
Like 60 foot, 120 foot, or finish your outro. So anyways, what my plan is I'm going to do that, and in between each piece, I'll do a couple of these videos.
Nice.
So I'll do like, you should do this, and then there'll be like a trophy truck and a couple of other rock trails, some slow motion cool stuff.
Yeah, nice.
And then, number 2, do this, because there was some cool shit to do. Like eating ice cream in the desert is dope. It's very, very cool.
Jason and Chris from Wheeling Whine and Whiskey talked about that too. He loved the ice cream.
God, why am I so far behind?
They've put out like 10 episodes or
Dude,
something.
I'll tell you what, though. They were Chris was a dud because he was so serious. Like the first 2 nights that guy just edited. I'm like, how long are you editing, bro? Like, what are you doing in there? Stayed in the camper, edited. Then he got
they
super.
Only do sound.
Then he got super drunk and he needed recovery.
Oh,
I needed recovery after the time I passed out that whole Thursday, dude. I didn't drink anything, man.
Yeah.
So, and it was one of those ones where like I could have turned fast and thrown up. I was like, oh my God, I overdid it again.
And how was Jason doing on Thursday?
Dude, that guy's a pro. Dude's a pro, man. You know what I mean? He didn't really get super drunk until the last night when we were talking to the power tank guys. So the power tank dudes came in. They were super cool.
Nice.
And I kept telling them how...
God, I want to get some monster valves from power tanks.
I was talking to him. He said, wait, they got a third version coming out.
I've seen them.
Okay. What is it?
Well, they're not threaded anymore. They're now like, it's a special thing, and you have to get access to the inside of the rim, and you lock it down with like a channel lock screwdriver or something.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like a rubberized compression deal.
Yep,
Rod
like a
has
bulkhead.
Them. Rod has them.
Already, huh? Mm-hmm. They're already out. Nice.
Like a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, they know Rod.
Yeah.
The kid knows Rod, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
He knew him. The dad didn't. Dad's like, Rod. But the kid knew immediately who he was.
Yeah,
so,
RC3, Jeep, Rod.
Yeah, Rod Jeep.
TJ, LJ, JK.
Yeah, he said he's been rolling their stuff, pushing their stuff, promoting their stuff.
How do we roll their stuff?
Well, so I'm getting to that.
Oh, there's more.
So they were there to see Tyler, and I jammed over and hijacked it. You know what I mean? So
excellent.
In and out, not looking too pushy. However, I tell him how we're constantly racing on up and down, always racing.
Yeah.
So Tyler, the power tank guys, he came out with, because I told him we're going to get some power, some of those things too. monster valves. But he came out. They're so dedicated to winning the race, right? They timed how many seconds you lose by unscrewing the cap, and they have push-on plastic caps that just could be yanked off and put on.
So how fast could they air down?
He said he saves like 6 seconds, dude, because you don't have to unscrew the cap.
Yeah.
So he gave me a little baggie of these little push-on caps instead of valve caps. They're little push-on rubber ones. And Jason's like, "What did he give you? What did he give you?" I was like, "Hey, mind your own business, dude. Go hijack somebody else's
Did you get enough
stuff."
for like 5 wheels?
4, just 4.
Oh,
it's in a little 4 package thing.
Nice.
But they were laughing because
We
they
could
understand
probably
the
take cheap ones.
competition.
We could probably find cheap, regular plastic ones, and find the right size drill bits so they like push on, push off. Versus,
I see what you're saying.
like just kind of make something that's a snug fit, but you can pop it off. Like
Someone stole my penis, the little penis thing that we got at Christmas.
Off your valve stem.
Yeah.
I'm glad you explained because you just started with someone stole my penis.
That's all. Just end it right there. But
damn. I do want the valve stems, but I'm not convinced if I want the compression or the threaded. I've never had either. But I just want to be able to air down faster than you.
Right.
I'm getting slip-on valve stems, bro. Or I'm not getting valve stems.
We're not
one
putting
of the
them
two.
on, right? So we talked about that stuff, and talked like videos and stuff like that. Like me and Tyler were like nerding out over the videos.
That's awesome.
So about and all that, but super cool guys, man. He was really cool. They even had some whiskey and like I think some moonshine. Even they might have had some moonshine, but they were there a couple hours, man. And then we had to, we had to leave Tyler from Snail Trail alone because they were there for him, But whatever.
Let him have his moment.
Yeah, exactly.
He's an all right guy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I mean, as a full blown experience, we'll get to this. Is it worth going as a spectator? I don't think so.
Really?
To be honest. Yeah, it's huge, and I know it's probably going to be controversial. Yeah. But, well, then again, I wasn't technically a spectator, being media. So the benefit of media is we had the best seat in the house. Yeah. Like literally, I look back and there's.
Well, and you had the meetings in the morning. You must get some type of heads up on what's going on.
Yeah, they prep us on everything. We get emails for we know what everything's the plan is anyway. But like one time, I look back and I see 2,000 people lined up on this guardrail. And we're leaning on the guy's car. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, dude, you can't beat this. But on that note, too, I can't tell you how inconsiderate some of these other media guys are. Yeah. Like, dude, I'm doing a nice little pan video. Dickhead walks right in front of me. You know what I mean?
And starts setting up the same shot.
Dude, gets right in front and stops and shoves his camera in the face. And then there's points where we're literally like I was so focused on the thing, I didn't even see him coming in. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have stiff-armed him. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think he was concentrating on his equipment? And
dude,
he didn't care.
They didn't care. Dude, yeah. And the other thing these guys were doing, so when Bryce Menzies came up on the stage, I was down with the crowd. I could get on the stage, but I was down with the crowd. Yeah. Because I was trying to get a shot of Menzies with the Jumbotron in the background. Nice. And that was a nice angle. So all these camera guys got they're taking pictures, right? Some guys, the videos are different because they're different. They're going all the time. Yep. A camera dude can get his picture and get the hell out of the way. And they weren't. And the people in the crowd were saying it.
So are they waiting for like the next best shot?
Dude,
or
they're
like
just
the next guy to come up on the podium?
They're just close to the dude enjoying the
They got nowhere to go, huh?
Yeah.
Like
but they're blocking the entire crowd. We couldn't even see them until they got on the hoods of the cars.
Wow.
And it was like, and the guys behind me going, dude, that guy, they're pointing him out. He's like, those dudes up there took their pictures and they're standing there. The cameras are next to their side. Get out of the damn way. Yep. So, I agree with that. And I wanted to bring it up, but you know what I mean? You don't want to ruffle.
You should get into the inner circle of media.
Well,
and like help organize and make some rules and be like, look.
I would definitely, I did send
get some of these old timers
talk about, maybe send it in saying, hey, but Emily was saying, like, be polite and be cognizant of the other guys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't tell you how many times I would be following the path and somebody would be standing right in the way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I got one clean shot without a media guy in it. So damn. It was a bit too much. There should be a little bit better rules for that, I think, even just for the experience of the people. So back to going as a spectator. Okay. Vendors were cool. Lots of vendors, a lot of stuff there.
Like to buy? To trade, to buy?
Yeah, exactly. You could buy stuff. Same stuff that you would see everywhere. But
so it's like an expo at King of the Hammers
Yeah.
also.
I also think it's worth the pit pass if you do go to walk around the pits. That was pretty
okay.
dope, and see the teams working on their stuff.
Yeah.
But if you just go to visit, to watch, pick the one race you want to see and come for that.
Oh, so do like a 2-day thing
Exactly.
versus like 7.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You know, like, but it could be like NASCAR, you know, where it's tailgating for a week.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm sure a lot of people go to party.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure maybe they're helping with the pit crew. They're, I don't know.
So unless you can stream it, unless you got Dish and all that other stuff, ability, like we had a cell booster at camp and all that stuff, and we still struggled to stream it. But one guy, we were able to watch the Super Bowl because one guy had a satellite.
Nice.
So, but at any rate, you're going to spend your time down there. At one of the jumbotrons, they did have jumbotrons at like Chocolate Thunder, Backdoor.
If it's windy and cold,
dude,
it's not that fun to watch the big screen.
No.
Yeah,
So
I get you.
race wise, yeah, it was, and they only light the fire down in camp at night. They
Okay.
don't run it all day. Like last time when Jared and I went, they had it running all day, but this time they didn't. So for me, as media wise, I'd go again, but as a spectator, I don't think I'd ever go back to watch because it's so much. It's covered so good now on live stream. You know what the hell's going on. You see everything up close. It's fantastic.
And you could be in the comfort of your home.
Yep.
If you're not into the crowd, the drinking, the whatever.
Yeah.
Like
it might have been better if I got to wheel something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was nice
Yeah, it
seeing
would've been a lot
everybody
better.
again, but yeah, I feel bad.
You got to show up, Jason, dude.
Fuck, there ain't no way, dude.
Yeah.
No way.
Jason ain't got no skills,
Dude, I'm in like a Yugo compared to his buggy, dude. His buggy's bad. to
Well,
the
we'll have
bone.
to do it compared to CJ.
All those guys, dude. And when we were heading to Outer Limits when I broke,
Mm-hmm.
and all those guys,
Sounds like a technical trail.
full blown buggies, everything, and they were stuck and getting winched.
Damn.
And I'm like, dude, I have no business in there. But
Yeah.
but you never know. I was all nervous. You know, I get
Yeah,
nervous
yeah.
and all this crap. And I
And
talk.
you don't know them wheeling wise.
Yeah.
Like,
And again, it's one of those things. We forget what we do, even at our level. I'm sure they forget at their level of
Yeah.
what my Jeep's capable of.
Yeah.
But then I talk with Vern, and Vern's like, dude, you should have done any of the hammer trails. Just get in there. And then you start to look at it and you're going, wait a minute.
would Vern do him in his Range Rover?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But
Or
it
Land
doesn't mean
Rover.
you're going to make it. You can
Oh.
always turn around and come back. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Okay. That
But-
makes sense.
All these, it is bigger than we've ever seen.
Damn.
You know what I
I've heard
mean?
that. Yeah.
It's like Sandy Beach congestion with boulders the size of Die Hard.
Huge.
Like
Yeah.
they're
Big-
everywhere.
even bigger.
And at
Yeah.
the top is the hardest. And everything is uphill.
Yeah.
And everything's
I
sand.
like wheeling uphill. I think it's way better.
It's like sand though. It's just same as Sandy Beach. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Well, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. And on the shootout, if you saw, man, there's so much to talk about on this. If you,
I was trying to cut it off earlier.
I know you were, but I'm not done. The shootout, we're literally walking by the shootout, and the rocks were so big. You're going. We didn't think anybody was going to make it up that, dude.
Wow.
It was so nuts. But
And it was like what 30 seconds was like the
yeah, like
fastest one or
36
something?
seconds. Yeah.
I think it was one of the other podcasts were talking about it, and they said you can't even walk up it in that time. You can't run it. Like it's
When we walked up and they had a black coffee truck there, there were some people standing there. It was pretty funny though. Oh, let's see. So BJ Baldwin was there, and Jason was fanning out over him. So I only had like 1% left, and we're at the bottom. We're now walking back to camp. There's like two trucks left to go. So I was trying to. I had 1% left in my battery. I'm trying to get a selfie with Jason and BJ, and who did I say? Yeah, BJ Baldwin.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, super famous truck
I know
trophy
who
truck
it
driver.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
just in case for those people that don't listen.
Oh.
So we're at the base of this, and Jason says, "Hey, we should watch out for rocks." You know what I mean? Make sure you watch for rocks. Very first car that takes off, dude. It was like slow motion. This huge rock went over,
Oh,
and it just went
damn.
boom. It just wiped this dude out, man. Like,
He wasn't looking or
no,
what?
well, he was looking at his camera and didn't see it.
Like it hit him in the head
Right
or
in
the
the head,
body?
yeah.
Or?
No, I hit him in the head, and boom. So I never got the picture with Jason and BJ because BJ dropped right down. Super, like,
Yeah, hell
dude,
yeah.
BJ's girl was at his feet or whatever, you know, like
She's
all
tiny,
she was
huh?
cold and she was like squatted down at his feet, and she rolls out of the way like all crazy, and I thought she got hit by the rock, and then but she didn't, but so BJ was like right there, you know, like helping this guy up and all that stuff, but
Damn.
but the guy will make they said they'll make a full recovery and stuff like that, but it
Like
knocked
he
his
he didn't make a recovery that night?
no, they took
was-
him out of there.
Whoa.
Yeah, because the well, it got him in the head, and I think
Yeah.
he lost a vision for a bit or something like that. But he said he was gonna. I mean, dude, you're taking a rock coming at
serious.
you 100 miles an hour,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
the size
serious.
of a softball. But it was. I wouldn't have thought of it had Jason not just said it, dude.
Yeah.
But
Do
we
you
were
think
like,
you would have looked anyways, or you might have been that guy?
I don't know. I saw The Rock immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but again, I don't know. I was looking for it after he said it.
Yeah,
it was funny though because he just said it and it was like, and I thought everybody saw it. You know what I mean? Because nobody yelled Rock. You know what I mean? Like we should have yelled for something, but it was like, boom, and I just watched that dude hit the deck, man.
God damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. But
did the whole crowd go? Ooh.
No, there was some drunk chick behind us though, because you know everybody there was not everybody, but a lot of the spectators were pretty hammered. You know, this chick's like, "What's up with that dude, man?" You know what I mean? And she's super loud and stuff. And then one of the marshals, they made us form a wall to block so that they could, you know, like so we're all shoulder to shoulder. And she's like, "What's going on over there, man?" And she's super hammered, dude. She's like pulling on my jacket. I was like, "Lady, back off, bro." But
they're making a wall to protect them from more rocks or people.
People.
Like,
They didn't want. So anytime anybody got injured, their tent needs to be the people that we weren't allowed. They told us specifically, if anything happens, you cannot say it. Don't put it on social media. Don't matter if you got video. Don't. That's why I hesitated for just a second, but it's out now. So all of that has to come out of their tent, like their
the
main
media tent,
the main media tent,
because they do it.
That way it's
the
legit.
most correct way. There's no misinformation.
Exactly.
There's
that.
no lies. 10 people died.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God, dude. But so to end this was funny is they went and bought these really cheap ass fireworks. They were throwing them in the chimney of the Peter Eater, and it was like Roman candles, and they were shooting out over onto Jason's camper. He should probably get on his roof, but they were the worst fireworks ever, dude. It was like, I don't know. It's just nonstop chaos there.
I wonder if it's different if you throw it in the fire versus lighting the fuse.
Nah, dude, they had them on the ground. They just sucked, dude. They were super bad fireworks. But
damn.
What else? Anything else? That was it. It was a damn good time.
That's awesome.
Total fog.
What'd you do? 7 days there?
7, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I actually took off Friday night.
To come home?
Yeah, so basically it's so crazy that it would have taken 5 hours just to get off the dirt, right? Even though it was like 6 miles. So everybody packs up Friday night, and then we drive out close to the end of the road and then camp again.
Oh.
So when we got out there, it was like 10:30 or 11. I'm like, fuck, I'm only 4 hours away. I'm going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
And I was awake, but I didn't make it. I ended up making just this side of the border, and I had to pull over and crash.
Yep.
But it was a...
Yeah, even from Quartzsite, I mean, still at least 2 hours, you know,
Yeah.
boring.
That was the problem.
I mean,
and that damn truck was so comfy, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was falling asleep big time.
it was massaging your neck.
It was.
Like,
the heater was on. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude, turn that off. Roll the windows down. Turn the heater off.
And nowhere to watch a movie under.
Ice cream. You didn't have your phone? You can't just put the phone in the dash? Like
there was nowhere on the dash. Everywhere you put it, I put it on top of the...
I bet you that's a design on purpose.
It has to be, right? But I got around it. I threw a shoe on the dash and then rested it on the shoe. And I watched a movie like that, and I had like 4 inches of window to peek through. And every time I saw another car, I just pulled the shoe down.
Yeah,
but
smart.
So dumb. Anyway.
Badass. Well, that was King of the Hammers,
right.
2020.
2020.
Who won the race?
Which one?
You tell me.
4,400 race was this guy Big B, the son of Big B.
Is 4,400 the big race?
Yeah,
on
the
Friday
race. Yep.
Okay.
They were Big B. Bryce Menzies won the trophy truck. I don't know who did the Everyman challenge.
Okay.
But Ultra 4 Jones came in, I think, 17th in his class and 26th overall, something like that. Super stoked.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story about that shootout race that it was like an 18-year-old kid and he had to leave that night and go back to school the next day?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't know. I know that one of the kids, there was 2 really young kids on there. So did he win? The 18-year-old win?
Yep, that's what I heard.
That's badass.
Yep. And I guess he had to boogie that night.
What did they get paid? Do you know?
Yeah, someone said it is $3,500 maybe, something in that range.
Oh, okay.
Maybe $4,500.
75 maybe. I don't know.
I think it was on Wheeling Whine and Whiskey where they mentioned the. I don't. Maybe they didn't know either.
You know what's funny is it's evident when none of us listen to each other all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tyler hadn't heard nothing in months, bro.
Yeah.
Because in one of them, I asked to bring one of those other round ones. And he had no idea. Yeah. But I didn't listen either. I tried to listen on the way there, but I ended up watching the race instead. You know what I mean? So
it's like I do like listening to all the podcasts, but sometimes you can't get to everything.
Yeah. And not some of it. Sometimes it doesn't please you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or it doesn't apply. Like
apply. Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Exactly. Like I don't. Yeah.
Like what size 35 should you run in your Toyota? You know, like I'm probably not gonna listen to that one.
Well, the Wheeling Whine and Whiskey stuff. When it comes to the wines, I bail because I don't drink wine. You know what? I drink this delicious wine that we have now. Now I'm a wine.
Do you know what kind it is?
I'm a whiner now.
Do you know what kind it is?
Yeah, it's a 2014
Petite.
Petite Sahara.
Yeah.
Sahara. All right. All right, cool.
Awesome.
So happy birthday, and let's get the hell out of here. Oh, wait.
Oh.
You want to talk about your trip this week or talk about that next week?
Next week.
Cool.
No one. It's a secret. We don't want anyone to know.
I should take that post off of Facebook then.
No.
Okay.
Well, whatever.
Where I was like invited everyone. Everybody, it's Max's birthday. Come on, bro.
Yeah. No one hit me up.
No.
Oh.
I said it somewhere. Oh, it was a text with Rad Migo. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I was like, God, don't tell that. I don't even know. There's like 6 people. I don't have the number saved.
Yeah, I only know you and Rad Migo in that whole group. I'm sure they're cool, though.
Tom is one of them.
Oh, okay.
In the
Pepe?
Tom. Pepe.
Cool, man. All right. That's a wrap. We're supposed to steal everybody's.
I'm doing the thing in the movies.
Oh, we're supposed to steal everybody's. Keep crawling.
Oh.
Because that's snail trails.
What's Jason's?
I don't even know. I don't listen.
Keep drinking.
Just kidding.
Keep drinking.
We're coming up with it. All right, folks, get out on the trail because that is a wrap. Thanks for listening.